Good evening. My name is Linda Martin, and I have the opportunity to serve as the interim chancellor at UT Southern. And I always say these are the most exciting times of the year because everybody's happy, everybody's excited. We have a lot to celebrate, and it's a great time to be on campus. I would say it's truly an honor to be a part of this ceremony, and I want to say congratulations not only to our graduates, but congratulations to the family, friends, neighbors, loved ones of those that are being honored this evening. Because it doesn't just happen alone. It takes everybody working together to help contribute to the success of our graduates. Faculty and staff, I can tell you, and I've said this many times, I've had the opportunity to be in higher education for 35 years, and never in my career have I worked with faculty and staff that are any more passionate, that care any more deeply than the faculty and staff that we have at UT Southern. And so I would ask that our graduates, that the folks up here, take one moment and just say thank you to everybody who played a role in helping you achieve success. So join me in thanking them. Today is the culmination of years of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. And I'll ask you to reflect and savor this moment. This is something you will remember the rest of your life. Nursing programs are so critically important, and particularly in Southern Middle Tennessee. Nursing is the largest, most ethnically diverse, and most respected of all of the healthcare professions. And actually, according to Gallup, for the 21st consecutive year, nursing has been ranked as the most trusted profession of all professions in the United States. 79% of U.S. adults feel that nurses have very high honesty and ethical standards, higher than the score that was received by medical doctors. And so that tells you a little bit about the respect that the general public has for what you do. Nurses excel in so many areas. They excel at communication beyond the spoken word. They understand the importance of preserving the dignity of and respect for others. And they have excellent observation skills, pay close attention to detail, have unmatched empathy, and remain dedicated to lifelong learning. These are qualities that not only allow them to be successful in the profession, but allow them to be successful in life. The need for nurses has never been greater, particularly in rural areas. The United States is in the midst of a nursing crisis. Rural nurses play an essential role in providing health care for small towns and isolated areas across the U.S., and in many cases are the first and only access that people have and communities have to health care. And just while it's certainly not the only option, and our graduates will go far and will enter into a lot of different areas of nursing, 80% of our graduates go back to practice in rural areas and small towns, filling a critical need not only for the state of Tennessee, but for our nation. And so I would like to just ask you to join me in saying congratulations to all of our graduates. We are so proud of all you've accomplished. We're proud of your hard work and dedication. And I just want you to remember that you are always and forever a part of the UT family. Strive for excellence in all you do and remain a proud graduate of UT Southern. Please join me in saying congratulations to our graduates.
Good evening. I'm I'm Judy Cheatham, and I'm the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. My words are personal words, and they're really directed to the nurses and the nursing faculty. As a little girl, and some of you will have known this as a child, was one of your heroes, Florence Nightingale. You know, in the 19th century, ladies were not supposed to be able to look at people's limbs. Queen Victoria thought that was too enticing. And that's why on a chicken leg, sometimes you go to a picnic and the chicken leg has a little skirt on it. That's from Queen Victoria. She thought those chicken legs were too exciting. So if you think about Florence Nightingale and her light, so Florence Nightingale in the Crimean War, in battlefields where there weren't electric lights, where there were fires, and men on the fields who needed help. And what did they see? Florence Nightingale with her light. Same thing with Clara Barton with her light. I don't know if you all remember who Louisa May Alcott was, but Louisa May Alcott is the one who wrote Little Women. Louisa May Alcott defied convention and went out with her light during the Civil War. And her own mother went to nurse her father, who was wounded on the battlefield. In every tradition, there is wisdom literature. Sometimes it's poetry, sometimes it's epic poems, sometimes it's narratives, sometimes it's the religious writings. So in Western culture, we have what we consider the Bible, and it's filled with wisdom literature. So I looked up the word light, and in the scriptures, depending on which Google you light upon, it says that in the scriptures, the word light is mentioned 276 times. That's one thing. Something was 300 and something, and the most was 486. I don't know what the answer is, but that's a lot of time to be light. Beginning in the book of Genesis, where it says God made light and saw that it was good. In Matthew and Mark and Luke, Jesus says, don't hide your light under a bushel. Take it out and light the way. And that's what you'll do. We're so proud of you, so proud of our nursing faculty, and I'm just honored to be here tonight.
Dr. Martin and Dr. Cheatham, I appreciate those wonderful words of encouragement to our students. On behalf of the faculty, of course, I want to say thank you to everyone here. I tell people as they begin their journey, that's the people that will support you. And oftentimes, if I get a chance to talk to those folks, I say, now, when your nursing students study, slip in the room, give her something to drink, or him something to drink, ask them to slip back out and let them keep studying. So we do appreciate you so much. I know these nurses wouldn't have made it here tonight without you all, as we've said before. And tonight, some of you will be putting the nursing pins on your new nurses, and that's their first step toward being the BSN. Additionally, tonight we do have a little bit extra. We are going to be asking our senior students to bestow the white coat on our juniors later in our presentations tonight. As far as me, this year I have had the privilege of working with all these nurses in what we call a leadership course. And in that course, it's just been such a pleasure to hear their take on how to be a nurse, what to do, what not to do, and they have just grown immensely, and I am so proud of them. And I just don't have anything else to say about how proud we are, because this is a hard journey. And the faculty here, we don't take it lightly. We know this has been a hard journey for you all. And to close up what I want to say, I have a few pearls of wisdom for you all. Learning. As you've already heard tonight, one of our speakers, you'll never quit learning. Y'all hear me probably say sometimes, oh, is that the way we're supposed to do that now? That's wonderful. Always ask, never be afraid to ask, never be afraid. I'm not sure how to do that. Help me learn. Never be afraid to say that. But I also know that the day y'all walked on campus, y'all brought the most important skills with you. They can't be taught. They're empathy, compassion, and caring. You all had those to begin with before we ever saw you. Next thing I want to talk about is touch. Never forget the power of human touch, whether it's touching with your hands, or your heart, or touching somebody spiritually. It's amazing what you'll see. We talk about alternative pain relief. Touch is one of the most important ones. And it reduces anxiety. And you see it in your patients' faces when they relax or they take a sigh because they're not hurting as bad. One of the most important jobs I think you'll have is being an advocate. Always be the one that speaks up for your patient when they can't or when no one else can or will for them. Teamwork. Remember, you're never alone. Never, ever be afraid to ask for help. There's always somebody there. That's the beauty of healthcare. You're rarely ever on your own. Even if you're a home health nurse in a home by yourself, there's a little thing called a telephone, and you can call somebody and get some help. So never, ever think you're by yourself. But the key to being a team worker is you have to be a listener too. So be there for your friends and your co-workers. And what can I help you with today? And sometimes it's just to listen, just a sounding board. My final pearl of wisdom is this: take care of yourself. It's true for our patients, and it's going to be true for you all too. Good nutrition and rest makes our patients better, and it makes us be better nurses. And most of all, it makes us safer. So make sure you take care of yourself. Don't burn the candle at both ends. Now, as I said, none of us take your journey lightly because we faculty have been where you are. I know y'all are going to be doing great things. And I want you all to know that we're proud tonight to call you our colleagues. You're no longer nursing students. You are our colleagues. So welcome to the profession of nursing. And I'm going to ask y'all to applaud again. I'm sorry. Applaud these nurses. They have fought hard to get here. Now, the last thing I'm going to do before I sit down and get out of everybody's way is I am equally blessed to give 2 honors tonight. Our first honor that I'm going to give tonight, the right one, this is called the Nursing Academic Honor Award. It's given to the student with the highest cumulative GPA in the graduating cohort. This student has exhibited outstanding performance in both academically and clinically. This year, the student awarded the academic honor is McKenna Crowell. McKenna, piece of paper. Gotta have your certificate. Okay. Our Nursing Leadership Award is an award that the nursing faculty award to the senior nursing student that's demonstrated nursing leadership skills to her peers, to her faculty, and during clinical rotations. And this is something we start watching as freshmen because oftentimes we do have our students here from freshmen all the way through. The student awarded the Nursing Leadership Award is Trinity Lewis. So again, thank you all for coming, and now we're going to have the reading of the student names. Good evening. I have 2 words for you all. Thank you.
If you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say about that. But let's get started. Miss Sarah Evelyn Paulette Corlew. Sarah Evelyn is being pinned by her grandmother, Lorraine Chandler. Sarah Evelyn wants to thank her family and friends for all the support she has gotten throughout this process of going through nursing school. She's excited to start her journey and is planning on pursuing emergency care nursing. McKenna Marie Crowell. McKenna is being penned by her grandmother, Beverly Vick. She wants to thank her family and friends for supporting her throughout this entire journey. She couldn't have done it without each and every one of you. She especially wants to thank her mom, Stacy, her fiance, Wade, and her stepdad, Steve, for keeping her going when times were hard and she didn't think she could do it. And her classmates, we did it. McKenna has taken a job at Murray Regional. McKenna Eileen Harwell. McKenna is being penned by her dad, Scotty Harwell. She would like to thank her friends, her family, and especially her parents for all the support she has received throughout this long journey. Next, she would like to say thank you to her peers. She couldn't have asked for a better group of people to have had on this crazy adventure. Lastly, she would like to thank her Lord and Savior and her special angel for giving her strength to get through these tough years. After graduation, she plans to pursue a career in emergency nursing at North Alabama Medical Center and further her education to become a flight nurse. Laura Devon Hathaway. Laura's being penned by her husband, Lieutenant Colonel retired Kevin Hathaway. She would like to thank Miss Daly, who is so much more than just an academic advisor. In the nursing department, if anybody doesn't know something, the standard answer is, and I agree with this, ask Miss Daly. Computer tech issues, mental approach, and math blocks, she's guided her through it all. She also wants to thank her family, who have all contributed and sacrificed to help her get this done. Most importantly, she wants to recognize her husband, who with vision, encouragement, and hard work has helped so many people to achieve so much more than they have ever realized they were capable of. Trinity Zaira Lewis. She's being penned this evening by her brother, Jordan Lewis. First, she would like to thank all of her family, friends, professors, and her wonderful boyfriend for supporting her through the biggest accomplishment. She is grateful for all of her guardian angels looking over her and keeping her safe throughout the years. Mom, Mr. Tukey, Uncle Lish, Chad, and Miss Irene. She knows you are all supporting her in the sky. To all the kiddos that she's coached, never forget that Coach Trinity believes in you and you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. And in true Trinity fashion, she hasn't quite figured out where she wants to work, but she plans to pursue a career in either women's services, critical care, or behavioral health. Catherine May McLean. She is being penned by her mother, Mary McLean. She would like to thank all of her family and friends for their constant support throughout her nursing career. This has been a long time coming, and she's glad to have finally finished what she started. She wants to especially thank her mom and dad for encouraging her to come back because she could not have done this without them. She wants to thank the nursing faculty at UT Southern for always believing in her and pushing her to be better. She currently works at Southern Tennessee Regional Health System in Pulaski on their detox unit, and after graduating, she has accepted a full-time night position as an RN. Nadia Luwawa Musin Hehinu. Nadia is being penned by her husband, Cedric. First, she would like to thank God for everything He has done for her. Without Him, nothing is possible. Second, she wants to thank her husband and her best friend, Cedric, for being her shoulder to cry on. She is thankful for his patience, especially at times when she knew she must have driven him crazy, but he still stood by her side. Thank you to her 4 children, Jeremy, Josh, Sarai, and Cedrina, for being patient with her while missing and attending their extra activities such as soccer, scholastic bowl, etc., because she needed to devote more time to her studies. And if you've been in nursing school, you know exactly what she means for the past 5 years. At times, she felt like she was failing them, but she knew and hoped that these sacrifices would be worth it. Third, she would like to thank all of her teachers for stopping countless times to offer their offices for help. Their devoted time is much appreciated. And last but not least, she's thankful to the people, known and unknown, who prayed for her and hugged her in time of need. Her near future goal is to obtain a certified nurse manager in leadership certification. Audrey Beth Naher. She is being pinned by her father, Troy Briggs. She would like to thank her family and friends, but especially her parents and her husband, for the constant support throughout nursing school. She would also like to thank all the faculty and staff for the help and support to be able to get here today. Her current plans are to work in orthopedics at Murray Regional for 1 to 2 years and then start her dream job in dermatology. Michael Lance Cope. Lance is being pinned by his fiancée, Erica Sweatman. He would like to thank his mom and dad for supporting him through school and sports. Their guidance helped him to become who he is. He would also like to thank his fiancée for understanding the amount of time and effort that goes into obtaining this degree and her support to help him get where he is today. Lance will continue to work in the emergency department in Pulaski and plans to continue towards becoming a flight nurse. Samantha Ashley Vance. Samantha is being pinned by her mom, Rachel Vance. She would like to thank her family and friends for supporting her in all aspects of life. She would also like to thank the faculty and staff for supporting her when she switched pathways in the middle of the program and then decided to finish nursing school. Her current future plans are to work in the emergency department at Tri-State Stonecrest while continuing to pursue her career in the military. To quote Dr. Baker, "You can't run from everything, Sam. Sometimes you just have to take a step back to make a step up."
At this time, the senior class of 2023 will have the honor to bestow the white coat to the rising senior class of 2024. Maddie Beckman, Anna Bigger, McCall Holyoke, Tanner Ledbetter, Mary Mize, and Libby Quick. The act of receiving the white coat is a sense of honor and accomplishment, a sense of being welcomed into this prestigious and rewarding profession, as well as accomplishing their first major milestone and completing their first 2 semesters of nursing school. This milestone leads to their final steps on their journey to receiving their BSN. You may applaud. One more time. Good job, guys.
So there are a few things I'm going to say. When I get to a point, I'm going to ask you all to stand and take your lamps in your hand. But as I begin, I just want you to listen. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Felicia Daly. I am the Academic Advisor and Program Coordinator for the Jeanette M. Travis School of Nursing. And here at UT Southern, we have a unique tradition of honoring each person's story. So, in the spirit of that tradition, I'd like to share a brief one with you today. Florence Nightingale is heralded as the Lady of the Lamp for her untiring efforts to bring nursing care to wounded soldiers in the Crimean War of 1850. The vision of her lamp breaking through the darkness meant help was on the way. And in subsequent years, the lamp icon became the symbol of nursing. The lamp lighting ceremony signifies a nursing graduate's intention to be compassionate, persevering, and always healing. It also represents the passing of knowledge from nursing professors to students, which they will then pass on to the patients they serve. As Florence Nightingale served during times of war, these graduates served in a battle too. During the height of the war against COVID-19, these graduates were present in the trenches, sharpening their skills as budding nursing professionals and bringing light in the midst of sickness, uncertainty, and loss. Each of them will go on to become NCLEX prepared registered nurses. They're going to obtain their license and they're going to move on to live their dreams. However, I submit, they already have an invisible badge of courage ingrained in their hearts because they stayed, they conquered, they cared. Time is the messenger that will eventually tell of the numerous lives you've already touched. You will be counted among the brave who served during one of the most difficult times this world has ever seen. And at this time, I'd like you to stand and take your lamps in your hand. As a representative of the faculty of the Jeanette M. Travis School of Nursing and Health Sciences, it is my honor to light the lamps these nursing graduates hold in their hands and illuminate the fire of compassion already burning in their hearts. We all have a light. We do not. Let's give it, there we go. We as faculty are so proud of you, and we cannot wait until history is written of this time. And who knows, as I'm speaking of Florence Nightingale and Dr. Cheatham spoken about Clara Barton, maybe we'll be calling about a nurse Hope or a nurse Trinity, a nurse Laura. Anyone here on this stage may be in the annals of time because of what they did in serving before they even graduated. Thank you so much.
All right. Now we are going to recite the Nightingale Pledge. All right, we're going to go one sentence at a time. Y'all repeat after me, okay? I'm going to try and go slow, okay? I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I shall abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous, and shall not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I shall do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession, and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping, and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. I shall be loyal to my work and devoted towards the welfare of those committed to my care. Good job. I'm very proud of all of you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, nursing graduates. You have earned your pen and stole and the degree you will receive tomorrow. And we know that there are many who are gathered here and those at home who are part of that support system who have helped this dream become a reality. As you go forth, we know you will use your hands to bring comfort. We know that you will use your words to offer encouragement. And we know that you will use your head for a whole lot of quick decisions. I'll just thank you in advance for saving all of our lives. And we know that you will use your heart to care. As you do, make sure you continue to lean into your support system, both those here and wherever you land to call home, so that you can renew your head and your heart and your words and your actions and continue to refuel that lamp so that you can go forth carrying peace and the light of hope.
Thank you all for coming tonight. We're through. We're going to ask our students to stay up here for our new graduates to stay up here for a few minutes and get some pictures. But it won't be long, I promise. And then y'all can have your arms around them. Thank y'all so much.